Good evening, one and all. You join us for this 100 match between Bangladesh and Afghanistan. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and next to me in the commentary position is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play.
Thanks, Alison. Let's now head out to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
You'd be tempted to bat first on this pitch, but with this bowling attack, well, it's not a bad idea to get them at the opposition early and see what problems they can cause.
These two teams always produce some great games. You see some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd today. It's an equally important matchup. Let's see what happens first ball. To get us underway. Nice to see some pace first up. This new ball should give some movement early and make the batter's life difficult. By outside edge, it will be safe and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Cuts that off well in the infield. Onto that early, that could be four.
There's the drive down the ground, cracking stroke.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. 10 runs added there. Bangladesh, 10 for none.
End of the first and an exceptional start. Some big shots early on. Can build some momentum easily off that over.
Two straight and punch through the leg side.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Rahman shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for 4.
On the side of bowling slightly fuller and they've been put away.
Khan, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Eight runs added in that over. Bangladesh are 18 for none.
They're setting themselves for a big power play.
Faruqi, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the south end. Great shot through the gap. Wide of extra cover, and away goes the ball to the boundary.
Got that one clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. And out, deep fine, had to run around a bit, and they've got to the drop of the ball and taken a great catch. Great work, hurt their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
An innings that promised much, and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
For that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Faruqi from the south end. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide, square leg. Could be 4.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
Was quick onto that in the infield. Nearly gets the edge. Faruqi with a great delivery there. Drilled that one away.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Finds the fielder with that shot. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here.
Yet another massive over for the power play. Seemingly unstoppable at the moment.
And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. End of the over, Bangladesh 49 for 1.
Strike rate was excellent. Now they can really get stuck into rotating the strike and setting up a massive score.
Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Square cut, finds point, no run. Doesn't beat the infield. Oh, great shot. 11 runs added there. Bangladesh, 60 for 1.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Ahmad, the left-arm unorthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the south end. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Couldn't get it through the field. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery.
Just textbook, sees the ball go shorter and gets back fast to pull that shot away for the six.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Over, Bangladesh, a 66 for 1.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Perfectly timed.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Head over the ball, great shot. That's racing away.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. I can just stand and admire that shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Nine runs added in that over. Bangladesh, a 75 for 1. Ahmad into the attack now from the north end. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. That's gone for 6. That is a huge one. Al Hassan gets plenty from these bowlers.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that more.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Bowling fielders look really confident. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. That's the over. Bangladesh are rating 3 for 1.
End of the 10th over.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the north end.
And that brings up the half
A
century.
good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Thick edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Got that away nicely.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over, 10 off it. Bangladesh, and only 3 for 1.
End of the over. Bangladesh are now on.
Caress that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Faruqi from the south end. Can't get that outside the ring field. Oh, he's played that well. Backward a point through gully, and that's 4 more.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Huge middle, that's a monster of a shot.
Hit that one on the up, a fabulous drive for 6.
Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
What a lovely shot. Flown to the boundary. It's not the type of ball to be bowling.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Oh, wow. That is out of here. That could be out of the ground.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive and powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Boundary last delivery. Is that the sign they're trying to push the run rate? Straight to the fielder. It sounded good. It sounded really good. That's a maximum. It's gone 12 deep into the crowd.
Everything seems to be good, but then you've got to watch it almost sail out of the stadium. Wonderful shot.
End of the over. Huge. 17 runs coming from it. Bangladesh, 122 for 1.
6 lost ball. How will the bowler reply?
Al Hassan waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary. Al Hassan has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Flicked away past square leg, might be two on offer. The slips have really gone up here. They like it.
End of the 14th over. Bangladesh are now on.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Good shot, a beauty.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and have been put away.
Khan, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Edge, but it drops safely. 5 runs added in that over. Bangladesh are 133 for 1.
They had a great foundation early on and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Ahmad from the south end. Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
A good innings, that's 50. Simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Great shot through the gap.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it's 4. Magnificent hitting.
Boundaries are flowing. We need to find a dot ball or two just to slow things down again. Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, that's a cracking shot. That's going to be 6. It's going way back into the crowd there.
Well, that was a big hit. Incredible power, just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but still it goes for 6.
Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary.
Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Right arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Onto that early, that could be 4.
That was just a super shot. The delivery was fine, great line and length, but just put away. How will he reply?
Gone, great catch. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air. They've taken a good catch.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. This could be a huge swing of momentum.
difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Oh well, don't even bother running.
Got onto that so early. The cut shots in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary. Might look to go big again here.
Goes over the top with that shot. End of the over, 10 runs from it. Bangladesh, 163 for 2.
No stone being left unturned by the batters. This will be a massive score.
Rahman coming back into the attack.
With enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. How will the bowler respond?
Square drive lofted over cover for a maximum. What a shot that was. Open the face on impact, combined with a really clean strike.
I'm really liking this innings. It's been built with solid strokes. That was another one with immense power. Too much width really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Great shot. There's a fielder back there, but they won't be stopping that one. Al Hassan loves the short balls, and that hook shot was no exception. Over Bangladesh, 185 for 2. Khan back into the attack. Got on the inside and played that wonderfully. Fielder needs to work hard to stop that. Everyone's gone up. Big edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Oh, just brilliant. On it early and sweeps it away. Oh, nice catch. Great reactions. Out. What a screamer.
So that's the third wicket down, trudging off the field. They're well and truly into the middle order now.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Doesn't beat the infield. 4 runs added in that over. Bangladesh, 189 for 3. Rahman has been going really well here. Comes back on from the south end.
New bowler into the attack for Afghanistan.
Four runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
Gone. Good work catching that one. And out. Oh, how did he get to that one?
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up 4.
That's a biggie. Oh, that is huge. All the way for a maximum. And it's gone many rows deep.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the south end. Nice shot. Straight to gully. Edge, but it drops safely. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Cut away, but straight to point for the easy catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Yeah, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Misses everything. And that's the end of the innings. Afghanistan have been set a target of 211 runs. This is a massive total to chase. You have to stay positive, but the openers are going to have to get at it straight away. There can't be any settling in.
Here we go. First ball. Gurbaz watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Oh, out of the middle. What a start.
Well, the shorter ball doesn't work here. Rode the bounce well and eased it over the top for 6 runs.
Did they go full? Did they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely. Can he come back with a dot ball?
He's quick onto that in the infield. And caught. That's just superb.
crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Harvey, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that. Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries just to keep them guessing. Couldn't get it through the field. Zadran ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Square cut, finds point, no run. Oh, they've done it again. They're taking everything out of the top shelf this match, and that's gone. Amazing catch.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. End of the over. 5 runs coming from it. Afghanistan, 17 for 2.
End of the
Going with
third
pace now.
Afghanistan are now on 17 for 2.
Across the stumps at a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4. Beats the field with a great shot.
A lovely shot off the back foot. No joy with the short ball. And
Perfect, right out of the middle and bludgeons that one to the boundary.
no need to run for that one. Gets onto the back foot and powers it away for 4.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Around about off stump. That'll force a mistake. Everyone's gone up. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score.
End of the 4th over. Afghanistan are now on 8 for 2.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Finds the fielder with that shot. Too good. Not sure anyone's going to cut that off.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Thrashed away for 4.
4 runs added in that over. Afghanistan 32 for 2. Straight to the fielder. Front foot punch down the ground and mid-on in pursuit. Lovely footwork there.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Eight runs added there. Afghanistan 40 for 2.
Afghanistan.
Rahman from the north end. Can't get that outside the ring field. No. Terrible shot. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Oh, whack. Pick the bones out of that. It's gone for a maximum.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft it over the boundary road.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Six runs added in that over. Afghanistan 46 for 2. The right arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Away goes the ball, and that hits the boundary, and that's 5 wides. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Two straight. It's just been helped on its way for a maximum. Fine shot there.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Al Hassan, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Huge edge. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
That's gone. Nice simple catch. Simple as you like. The batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Wow, that's missed the lot. End of the over. 3 off it. Afghanistan 62 for 3.
Batters are working the strike around, picking gaps for boundaries, but they might need to start taking some chances in the back half of the innings to keep in touch.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Got that one clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Power and precision in that shot.
That's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers. There was no need for the fielders to chase that.
That's the end of a very good over. Great pressure being placed on the batters here. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go.
The new bowler into the attack for Bangladesh.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one though. Doesn't beat the infield. A direct hit and this could be gone. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Four runs added in that over. Afghanistan a 76 for 3.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Ahmed, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the south end. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. thick edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Ahmed over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be four.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on. The right armour is coming into the attack from the south end. Shot. Finds the gap with that one.
You sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Got that away nicely. That's the big one, a maximum. Away she goes. If you lose the pictures, it's because it's in the broadcast truck.
Gets onto the front foot, and that shot is full of aggression. Sent high and long over the rope.
That's high. Is there enough on it? There is. And that maximum to the scoreboard. Thank you very much.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Hassan from the north end. Was quick onto that in the infield. Whipped off the legs and away goes the ball. Finally, no chance. And a great catch in the crowd.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary. Shah watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Crash! Beautiful bowling.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
And with that wicket, you'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Nine runs added there. Afghanistan, 109 for 4.
Well, this total was always going to be a challenge, going at 10 plus. They need to accelerate again to get close enough to the required rate.
Couldn't get it through the field. Massive outside edge. 3 added in that over. Afghanistan, 112 for 4.
The batters have controlled the middle portion of this innings, but they'll need to launch now with wickets in the dugout.
Ahmed back on now. Power and precision in that shot.
That was a lovely flowing drive through the covers to pick up the 4.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important is just focus on getting the next delivery right. Perfectly timed.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Back-to-back boundaries, but they make it 3 in a row and really put the bowler on the back foot. Gone! Oh, that's a bit unlucky.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Few will come up now, you think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Cuts that off well in the infield. Some well-targeted bowling in that over. Certainly something to build on.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
90 runs and have 5 out.
Oh, whack! Pick the bones out of that. It's going for a maximum.
Well, enough leverage there to get a good swing of the arms under it to get it over the rope. How will he reply?
Bowled him straight through. Good swing coming back in.
This is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg goal. Ahmad didn't get back on that, and that'll go away to the boundary for 4 byes. Finds the fielder with that shot. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
They had a great foundation early on and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Hassan from the north end. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be a maximum.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Might look to go big again here.
Oh, gone again. That's even bigger than the first maximum. I think it might have gone into the wind as well.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
focus back to line and length. Beats the field with a great shot.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner and they're ready to go again.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point chasing that.
With 15 balls remaining, Afghanistan need 54 runs.
That's the over. Afghanistan, 157 for 6.
Well, this total was always going to be a challenge, going at 10 plus. They need to accelerate again to get close enough to the required rate.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Four runs added in the over. Afghanistan, 161 for 6.
Afghanistan are now 161 for 6.
Smacks that away through the gap. That's gone. Nice simple catch. Straight to cover point for an easy catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Great shot. Gets a hold of that and places it through square leg. Power and precision in that shot. Into the gap and finds the boundary. Wonderful shot for 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
With the completion of that fine over, the batters are going to have to take some risks from here on in.
They've played wonderfully all innings, but the required run rate's demanding more from them if they can.
Away goes the ball, that hits the boundary, and that's 5 wides.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Caught, gone. Tried to go aerial, but straight to extra cover.
Wickets to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
Right-handers coming to the bat at number 10 for Afghanistan.
Have to go for it now.
Nice shot, straight to gully. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
That's the end of the match. A great victory. Amazing bowling that really restricted the runs. And in the end, it was a simple win.
I wasn't too sure which way this match was going at first, but it ended up being pretty easy for the victors. Hope you enjoyed the coverage and see you again soon.